Welcome back to Wisdom and Wealth. Life often moves quickly, and challenges can feel overwhelming. Yet, within the timeless wisdom of Buddhism, we discover gentle teachings that help us return to balance, clarity, and peace of mind. In this video, we will explore essential Buddhist teachings on mindfulness, compassion, and inner peace. These lessons aren't distant, abstract ideas, they are practical ways to ease stress, transform negative thoughts, and cultivate lasting positivity in everyday life. Whether you seek a moment of stillness, a way to handle difficulties with wisdom, or simply inspiration for a calmer mind, these teachings can light the path forward. Let us take this quiet journey together, one breath at a time. If this sounds like something you're interested in, like this video, subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another opportunity to enhance your own sense of wisdom and wealth. One of the core principles of Buddhist teachings is being positive. In the teachings of the Buddha, the mind is described as the root of all experience. What we think, we become. Like a clear mirror reflecting the world, the mind shapes how we see, how we feel, and how we live. This is why mindfulness is considered one of the most powerful practices. It helps us remain positive, balanced, and at peace, even in difficult times. It allows us to see our life as something precious that must be protected and enhanced, and not as a punishment. Maintaining a positive attitude, in general, is just as simple as being appreciative of what is already in your life, like friends, family, or just a roof over your head, or something simple like being alive. Imagine life as a flowing river. The current never stops, and we cannot hold it still. Yet, within this movement, we can choose how we travel. If we cultivate a calm and steady mind, we float with grace, no matter how strong the waters. This is the heart of Buddhist practice, learning to stay present, to see clearly, and to nurture positivity with every breath. Think of your mind as a garden. Every thought is a seed. Some seeds grow into flowers of kindness, patience, and joy. Others, left unchecked, may grow into weeds of anger, worry, or regret. Mindfulness is the gentle gardener within us. It notices what is growing, waters the wholesome seeds, and allows the unhelpful ones to fade away. To stay positive, we begin by training our awareness. Instead of being pulled into the past or lost in worries about the future, we return to this very moment, the only place where life truly happens. Imagine watching a sunrise. If your thoughts are elsewhere, you miss its beauty. But if your mind rests fully in the present, the colors, the stillness, and the quiet joy touch your heart. This is mindfulness, being awake to what is, without judgment. Positivity in Buddhism does not mean pretending life is always easy. The Buddha never denied that suffering exists. Instead, he taught that we can meet life's challenges with clarity and compassion. At Wisdom and Wealth, we want to help you be a more mindful you, so please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. When difficulties arise, mindfulness helps us pause. We take a breath, observe our feelings, and respond with wisdom, rather than reacting with fear or anger. In this way, even obstacles become teachers, guiding us toward deeper strength and understanding. You may wonder how to begin this practice. The path is simple. Each day, take a moment to sit quietly, close your eyes, breathe naturally, and feel the rhythm of your breath. With each inhale, be aware of life entering your body. With each exhale, release tension and worry. As you go through your day, bring the same awareness to ordinary actions, walking, eating, listening, or speaking. These small moments of presence gradually reshape the mind, making positivity a natural way of being. Like the steady unfolding of a lotus flower, mindfulness reveals the inner peace already within you. By tending to the garden of your thoughts, you invite joy, gratitude, and compassion to blossom. The Buddha's teaching reminds us happiness is not found outside. It is cultivated inside, moment by moment, breath by breath. Next, practice self-compassion. The Buddha often spoke about right speech, using words that are truthful, kind, and beneficial. Yet, this teaching is not only about how we speak to others. It also includes the way we speak to ourselves. The words we whisper in the quiet of our own minds can either nurture us or cause us harm. Speaking in a calm and gentle tone to yourself can help ease your anxiety or stress levels. Think for a moment, if a friend came to you in pain, would you criticize them harshly? Most likely not. You would offer comfort, encouragement, and understanding. But often, we do not extend the same kindness to ourselves. Instead, we may speak with judgment and self-criticism. Buddhism reminds us that we, too, are deserving of compassion. Self-compassion is like becoming your own best friend. It means treating yourself with patience and gentleness, especially in times of difficulty. Mistakes and imperfections are not signs of failure. If you're enjoying the video, please like and subscribe to the Wisdom and Wealth channel. They are part of being human. The Buddha taught that no being is free from struggle, and this shared truth connects us all. When we acknowledge this, we can soften the harshness we direct inward and replace it with care. One way to practice self-compassion is by listening to your inner dialogue. Notice the words you use when you make a mistake or feel inadequate. If those words are unkind, pause. Ask yourself, would I say this to someone I love? If the answer is no, choose gentler words. This simple shift can change the way you relate to yourself. Affirmations can also be powerful. Quietly repeat phrases such as, "May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I treat myself with kindness." These mantras are not about inflating the ego, they are reminders of your inherent worth, the same worth the Buddha recognized in every being. Meditation deepens this practice. As you sit with your breath, notice any self-criticism that arises. Instead of pushing it away, acknowledge it softly, then let it go. Imagine offering yourself the same compassion you would give to a dear friend. In time, the mind learns to rest in kindness rather than judgment. Being kind to yourself does not mean ignoring growth. On the contrary, it creates a stronger foundation for it. Criticism often paralyzes, while compassion encourages. When you support yourself with love, you find the courage to face challenges and the resilience to keep moving forward. Self-compassion is not selfish. The Buddha taught that when we cultivate peace within, it naturally extends outward. By learning to speak kindly to ourselves, we become more capable of speaking kindly to others. Our inner voice sets the tone for the life we create. In the great journey of awakening, your relationship with yourself is the ground on which everything else grows. With compassion as your guide, each step becomes lighter, each moment more peaceful. As you learn to befriend yourself, you discover the quiet strength and joy that were always within. Next, be grateful. Practice gratitude. In Buddhism, gratitude is more than a polite thank you. It is a deep recognition of life's interconnectedness, a practice that transforms the heart. The Buddha taught that a grateful mind is fertile ground for peace and contentment. It helps you to acknowledge and grow that wisdom and wealth. When we learn to appreciate even the simplest things, we discover that joy has always been within us. Imagine waking each morning with a smile, not because life is perfect, but because life itself is a gift. The sun rises, the air fills your lungs, and you are present for another day. This is the beginning of gratitude, appreciating the ordinary as something extraordinary. In our fast-moving lives, it's easy to overlook the small blessings that surround us, the warmth of tea in your hands, the kindness of a stranger, or the steady rhythm of your breath. Gratitude is the gentle pause that invites us to notice these moments. Each acknowledgement is like lighting a candle in the mind, dispelling the shadows of dissatisfaction. Gratitude also softens the heart in times of difficulty. Buddhism teaches us that challenges are not punishments, but opportunities to awaken. Even in hardship, there is something to be thankful for, the lesson it brings, the resilience it awakens, or the support offered by others. Gratitude does not erase pain, but it transforms our relationship with it, helping us find strength and wisdom in the struggle. One practical way to cultivate gratitude is through reflection. At the end of the day, pause and recall 3 things you are thankful for. They do not have to be grand: a smile, a meal, a moment of quiet. Writing them down in a gratitude journal deepens the practice, training the mind to seek out the good, even when it seems hidden. Another way is to express gratitude outwardly. The Buddha encouraged generosity and appreciation as qualities that enrich both giver and receiver. A simple word of thanks, a kind gesture, or a mindful smile has the power to uplift another person's day. If you're liking this content, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the Wisdom and Wealth channel. As we practice, we discover that gratitude is not only about receiving, it is also about giving back. Gratitude in Buddhism is a doorway to liberation. When we shift from craving what we do not have to appreciating what is already here, the restless mind settles. We realize that abundance is not measured by possessions, but by the depth of our appreciation. To live with gratitude is to walk gently in the world. Each breath, each step, each encounter becomes a blessing. As the Buddha said, a thankful heart brings happiness to the one who holds it and to all who come near. In this practice, joy becomes not a fleeting emotion, but a way of being. Next, choose joy. Do what nourishes your soul. In Buddhism, happiness is not a fleeting pleasure, but a state of being cultivated through mindful choices. One way to nurture this happiness is by consciously engaging in activities that uplift the heart and bring genuine joy. The Buddha taught the principle of right livelihood, reminding us that our actions, whether in work, play, or daily life, should align with well-being and compassion. Doing things that make you happy is not selfish, it is a practice of balance, nourishment, and harmony. Imagine life as a banquet. Each day, countless dishes are offered, tasks, duties, distractions, and opportunities. It is easy to fill our plate with obligations alone, leaving no room for what truly nourishes us. But wisdom invites us to choose carefully, to include those dishes that bring joy and meaning. Think of your favorite hobby, the one that makes your heart feel light. Perhaps it is painting, walking in nature, reading, or playing music. These activities are not idle distractions, they are pathways to peace. When we immerse ourselves in something we love, the mind rests in the present moment, worries fade, and the spirit feels refreshed. This is mindfulness through joy. Yet often, we forget to prioritize these simple pleasures. Life becomes filled with responsibilities, and joy is postponed for some day in the future. But the Buddha reminded us that the present is the only real moment we have. Waiting for happiness later only creates suffering. By choosing joy today, even in small ways, we create balance in our lives. Happiness also comes from connection, spending time with loved ones, sharing laughter, or listening deeply to another person are acts that nourish both ourselves and others. It is important to remember these things in order to stay true to your wisdom and wealth journey. In Buddhism, happiness is not only personal, it ripples outward. When your heart is joyful, you naturally spread that joy, like a lamp lighting other lamps without losing its flame. Doing what makes you happy also strengthens resilience. Life will always bring challenges, but joy replenishes the energy to meet them. Think of a river, if it dries up, it cannot nourish the land. But if it is fed by springs of joy, it continues to flow, sustaining everything around it. In the same way, happiness sustains the spirit, making it stronger and more compassionate. Practical steps can help you invite more joy into your life. Create a simple list of activities that uplift you, whether big or small. Commit to engaging in at least one each day, even if only for a few minutes. Approach these activities with mindfulness. If you are walking, feel the ground beneath your feet. If you are painting, notice the colors and textures. If you are laughing with friends, savor the sound of joy itself. Most importantly, remember that happiness is not found in chasing external achievements, but in cultivating inner balance. The Buddhist teaching shows us that when we align our choices with what truly nurtures the soul, we create a life that feels both peaceful and fulfilling. In the symphony of existence, joy is a melody we must choose to play. By doing things that make you feel happy and positive, you not only honor yourself, but also contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious world. Next, care for your body, the temple of your spirit. In Buddhism, the body is not viewed as separate from the mind. Rather, it is seen as a sacred vessel, a temple that allows us to walk the path of awakening. Take a moment to like and subscribe to the Wisdom and Wealth channel so you don't miss out on important teachings to help enhance your life journey. The Buddha reminded his followers that without health, both physical and mental, our journey toward peace becomes more difficult. By caring for the body with wisdom, we create a foundation for clarity, balance, and joy. Imagine your body as a temple of stillness. This temple is not built from stone or wood, but from breath, movement, and nourishment. Each choice we make, what we eat, how we rest, how we move, lays another brick in its foundation. To honor the body is to honor the very home of the soul. Nutrition is one of the first steps in caring for this temple. Food is not only fuel, it is a sacred offering to the body. When we eat mindfully, choosing nourishment over excess, we strengthen the body and calm the mind. This does not mean denying pleasure or living with strict rules, but it does mean listening with awareness, eating with gratitude. Whether it is rice, fruit, or bread, it becomes an act of reverence. Movement is another way to honor the body. The Buddha himself often walked long distances, teaching the value of simplicity and physical vitality. Exercise does not need to be intense to be meaningful. Gentle stretching, mindful walking, or yoga can awaken the body and bring energy into the present moment. Movement is not only for strength, but also for joy, allowing us to feel fully alive within our physical form. Rest is equally important. Just as a temple requires silence and stillness, the body requires time to renew. Sleep is not laziness, it is healing. In Buddhism, rest is considered a natural balance to activity, helping us restore energy and clarity. When we allow the body to rest deeply, we prepare it to meet life with greater resilience. But caring for the body is not only physical, the mind has a profound effect on health. Stress, anger, and worry can weigh heavily on the body, while mindfulness, compassion, and peace support vitality. Meditation is a medicine for both mind and body. It soothes the nervous system, lowers tension, and nurtures harmony from within. In Buddhist teachings, the body is described as impermanent. It changes, ages, and eventually returns to the earth. This truth is not meant to cause sadness, but to awaken gratitude. Because life is fragile, each moment in this body is precious, each breath is an opportunity to live fully and kindly. By treating the body as a temple, we honor the gift of existence. Through nourishment, movement, rest, and mindfulness, we create a sacred space where the soul can flourish. In caring for this temple, we are not chasing perfection, we are cultivating balance, resilience, and reverence for the life that flows through us. Next, set realistic and attainable goals, your path to success. In Buddhism, the middle path is a guiding principle that teaches us to avoid extremes. It is neither indulgence nor denial, neither rushing forward recklessly nor standing still in stagnation. When applied to life goals, this wisdom becomes a gentle compass that helps us set aspirations that are both meaningful and achievable. Think of life as a long journey across a wide landscape. Along the way, there are mountains to climb, valleys to cross, and rivers to follow. To keep moving, you need direction, but you also need patience. Setting realistic goals is like choosing the right pace for your walk, steady enough to move forward, gentle enough to keep you going. Sometimes we set goals too high, hoping for quick results. When we fail to reach them, disappointment follows. Other times, we avoid goals completely, fearing failure or change. The Buddha's teaching of the middle path shows us that real success lies between these two extremes, steady effort balanced with patience and kindness to ourselves. If you're feeling the wisdom and wealth from this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Picture a staircase leading upward. If the steps are too far apart, the climb feels impossible. If they are too close, the climb feels endless and tiring. But when the steps are just right, you rise upward with balance and ease. Goals work in the same way. Small, reachable steps guide us naturally toward higher dreams, without wearing us out. A tree gives another example. It does not reach the sky overnight. It starts as a seed, cared for by soil, water, and sunlight. Slowly, steadily, it grows season after season. Our goals are like seeds, too. With patience and care, they sprout and bloom. Each small milestone reached becomes food for the next stage of growth. Practical wisdom helps us live this teaching. Start by clarifying your bigger aspiration, maybe peace of mind, a healthier body, or deeper compassion. Then break this aspiration into smaller, daily or weekly goals. For example, instead of deciding to meditate for an hour each day, begin with just 5 minutes. Instead of trying to change your lifestyle overnight, take one mindful step at a time. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. Every step forward is a victory. The Buddha encouraged mindful awareness in every action, and this also means noticing your own efforts. When you pause to recognize your progress, you build motivation and increase joy along the way. It is important to remember that goals are not only about the future, they are also about the journey now. If we cling too much to results, we may miss the beauty of the climb. The middle path reminds us to value both the destination and the process, finding peace in the balance between striving and resting. The art of setting reachable goals is about listening to your body, your mind, and your heart. It means pacing yourself with wisdom, walking steadily without rushing, and remembering that every step, even the smallest, is part of awakening. When goals are guided by balance, they no longer feel heavy. They become companions, guiding lights that help you stay steady on the path. With patience, mindfulness, and the spirit of the middle path, success is not a faraway peak, but a steady unfolding, moment by moment, breath by breath. Finally, embrace change, walk the path of growth. The Buddha taught that all things in life are marked by impermanence. Nothing stays the same. Seasons change, rivers flow, bodies grow old, and situations shift. This truth, though sometimes uneasy, carries deep wisdom. When we learn to accept change and welcome new experiences, we enter the flow of life with courage and positivity. Picture life as a wide ocean. The waves rise and fall, sometimes calm, sometimes stormy. If we fight against the waves, we are thrown around. But if we learn to ride them, we find freedom. This is the heart of embracing change, releasing resistance and opening ourselves to growth. Trying new things is a way to practice this openness. It doesn't require big adventures or sudden leaps. It can be as simple as tasting a new food, learning a new skill, or listening with an open heart to someone who sees life differently. Every step beyond our comfort zone teaches us flexibility. Like a tree that bends with the wind instead of breaking, we grow resilient. Often, it is fear that holds us back. We often worry about making mistakes, being judged, or failing. Buddhism teaches us to face fear with mindfulness, to look at it instead of running away. If you're enjoying the video, please like and subscribe to the Wisdom and Wealth channel. Fear is not a wall, it is a teacher. By stepping through it gently, we find that what once felt impossible is simply another doorway to growth. Impermanence also reminds us not to hold too tightly to what we know. Life is always moving forward. Clinging only creates suffering, while openness allows joy to grow. When we try new things, we nurture a beginner's mind, a fresh perspective that brings wonder even to simple, everyday moments. Change is not only outside us, the journey of growth also happens within. When we explore new parts of ourselves, when we release old habits or beliefs that no longer serve us, we create space for wisdom and compassion to expand. Each challenge becomes a chance to grow into a more genuine version of ourselves. The Buddha reminded us that the path is not fixed, it is a living journey unfolding step by step. Embracing change is part of walking that path with mindfulness and grace. Every new experience, every challenge, every shift in our lives is a chance to deepen understanding and awaken the heart. To welcome change is to say yes to life. It is to dance with the unknown, to trust the flow of the universe, and to see that growth is always possible. When we live with this openness, life is no longer something to fear, but a great adventure of discovery. By trying new things and accepting impermanence, we honor the truth of existence, that each moment is a doorway to growth. Through this practice, we find strength, joy, and peace on the ever-changing path. Life is precious, and every moment gives us the chance to walk with more peace, gratitude, and joy. The wisdom of the Buddha is not locked away in temples or old texts, it lives in the way we think, speak, and act each day. If these teachings touched your heart, take a quiet breath and reflect. Which lesson will you practice today? Share your intention in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. And together, let us keep walking the path to inner peace. Please like and subscribe to the Wisdom and Wealth channel.